जय श्री सीताराम जी सभी फ्रेंड्स को मोस्ट वेलकम टू माय चैनल. नाउ टुडेज लेक्चर इज ऑल अबाउट द लॉज ऑफ मोशन PYQs. Till now we had discussed about 3 to 4 portions of this laws of motion. So let us start. First question. See, the question is calculate the acceleration of the block and trolley as shown in this figure. Okay. The coefficient of kinetic friction between the trolley and the surface is 0.05. G is equal to 10 meter per second square. Mass of the string is negligible and no other friction exists. So out of these 4 questions, this question is for NEET to 2020. Yes. So as you can see here in this particular diagram, the solution would be initiated simply. For the trolley we can say that t is equal to 10a minus mu r, or you can say t minus mu r is equal to 10a for this trolley particular. Okay, this is the free body diagram. So you can say t minus 0.05 into 10g is equal to 10a, putting the values mu r and r, because r is equal to, in this case r is equal to 10 into g, putting the values, and we are getting t minus 5 is equal to 10a. So this is first equation. Similarly we can calculate the equation using the free body diagram of 2 kg. Now what it would be, let us see. So this would be simply for 2g block, this would be 2g minus t is equal to 2a, or it becomes 20 minus t is equal to 2a. So finally it would give me the value of a acceleration as 15 upon 12, that is 1.25 meter per second. So this is your answer, right? So this is first question. Now see the next question. A body of mass m is kept on a rough horizontal surface. Coefficient of friction is mu given. Horizontal force is applied on the body, but it does not move. The resultant of normal reaction and the frictional force acting on the object is given F, where F is, now you have to select out of these 4 questions. Okay, now how to solve this problem? Simply what we can say here, see, for solving this problem you have to first draw the free body diagram. So as I've already mentioned, the free body diagram is like this, as you can see here. So there is a block put on the surface. Okay, there are different forces acting on this. Now using these particular forces in the free body diagram, you can find out the frictional force. So first of all you have to calculate the frictional force. So frictional force F is equal to mu into n, which is equal to mu into g, or you can calculate the magnitude, means modulus of this mod f, that is under root n square plus f square. From this particular diagram you can see the resultant of n and f. यहाँ पर देखिए ये कैपिटल f के बराबर होगा. तो this would be equal to mg under root 1 minus v square. So finally you can say this mod f is less than equal to mg, or under root 1 minus v square. So this is the solution for this question, right? So this is the answer. So friend, this is the final expression for this, because it is being asked in the problem that the resultant of the normal friction and the frictional force acting on the object is given f. So this is an expression, right? Now see the next problem. A gun applies a force F on a bullet, which is given by F is equal to 100 minus 0.5 into 10 raised to power 5 T Newton. The bullet emerges out with a speed of say 400 meter per second. Then find out the impulse exerted till the force on bullet becomes 0. Now this is an important thing. Now how to solve this problem? So first you have to calculate the force applied by bullet, means this expression is given in the problem. So let us analyze this question, how to solve this. Then when F is equal to 0 you can calculate this thing. So with the given value of T you can find out the force. Now see this thing. The force applied by the gun F is equal to 100 minus 0.5 into 10 raised to power 5 T Newton. Now this is equal to 0 as per the conditions. So you are getting time, that is t is equal to 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 seconds. So this is the time. Okay. Now how to calculate the impulse? Because you have to calculate the impulse using the integration of f dt. Okay, like this. So integration of f dt gives me the impulse that is in the limit of 0 to 10 raised to power minus 3 seconds. With the value of f, that is 100 minus 0.5 into 10 raised to power 5 t dt. Now if you are solving this, putting the values, you are getting the value of 0.1 Newton into second. It means answer is C, right? So this is the final answer, right? Next question. A wooden wedge of mass m and inclination angle alpha rest on a smooth floor. A block of mass m is kept on the wedge. A force F is applied on the wedge as shown in the figure, such that the block remains stationary with respect to the wedge. So the magnitude of the forces, you have to calculate this thing. Now how to solve this? Now using basically this expression, you can find out the free body diagram for this. So how to calculate the free body diagram? First of all, so let us see how to draw the free body diagram. This is the free body diagram for the given system. As we can see here, different forces are acting on this mass small m. Okay, you can see here the weight of the block is say mg. There is mg cos alpha, because this inclination angle is alpha in the given problem, and this would be ma cos alpha. This is the normal reaction, and other forces are say ma, and this is having two components, mg cos alpha and ma sin alpha. Now using this particular free body diagram, I can easily find out the value of m, because I'm given the value of f is equal to m plus m into a, and the normal is nothing but what is the value of normal? In this case, the normal value is mg cos alpha plus ma sin alpha, because if you are equating this with the given component, so this would be the summation of these two components. Okay, so we apply pseudo force on the block by observing it from the wedge. Now with the help of these two equations, you can easily find out the value of acceleration. How? You just put this condition like this: ma cos alpha is equal to mg sin alpha, right? Now using this further, a is equal to g sin alpha upon cos alpha, means you can say a is equal to g tan alpha. Now this is the equation for acceleration. Now we get f is equal to m plus m into g tan alpha, because I'm just putting this a is equal to g in this equation, the very first equation. So this is your final answer. Okay, means you can say the option is A, right? So this is how we solve the problem. Now let us proceed for the next problem. The question is, a body of mass m which is 5 kg is suspended by a spring balance on the inclined plane as shown in this diagram. Okay, so the force applied on the spring balances out of these four actions. How to calculate this? Now, with the help of this given diagram, you can draw the free body diagram like this. This is the free body diagram. The simple thing is normal reaction. Then this is mg cos theta, because this theta is equal to 30 degree given in the problem itself. This is mg sin theta downwards along the inclined plane, and this angle is theta because this angle is theta. So this is mg. Now, how to solve this? Force accelerate means acceleration of the body would be nothing but g into sin theta, right? Now, force applied on the spring balance is mg into sin theta. Simple. Mg sin theta is the force applied on the spring. So mg into sin theta means m is given as 5 kg. So this is 5 into g is 10 and theta is 30. So m into g into sin theta would get me the value of 25 Newton. So answer is B, which is 25 Newtons. Okay, this is the answer, right? Okay, friends, let us proceed for the next problem. A mass capital M is hung with a light inextensible string as shown in the diagram. Find the tension of the horizontal string. This is again very important problem for NEET examination. Okay, this is the question. The diagram is given. Now you have to convert this into the free body diagram. Now how to solve this? Because as there is a load at P, so tension in AP like this AP, right? AP and PB is this one, this PB. Okay, will be different. So let there be T2 and let it be say T2 and this would be T1 suppose. So for vertical equilibrium at P, how to solve this? T1 cos 60 is equal to mg, that is T1 is equal to 2 mg, because in the given question these values are like this. So for horizontal equilibrium at P, what we shall do? T2 is equal to T1 sin 60, which is equal to T1 under root 3 by 2. Now, if you are using these two equations 1 and 2, you are getting T2 is equal to 2 mg into root 3 by 2, which is under root 3 mg. So this is the answer, means this option B is correct. Okay. Now proceed for the next problem. How to solve the next problem? Let us see. In this next question, we are having the 4 blocks of the same mass connected by strings are pulled by a force F on a smooth horizontal surface as shown in the diagram, right? The tensions you have to calculate T1, T2 and T3, means this T1, T2 and T3 has to be calculated. Okay, now how to solve this problem? Now in order to solve this problem, you just consider a condition like this. So situation is like this. F means M1 is facing two forces, one is F, another is T1, like this as per the arrows. Similarly for M2, M3 and M4. So M4 is basically experiencing only T3 in this direction as in the diagram. Okay, now according to this situation, we can find out the value of T1, which is T1 is equal to M2 plus M3 plus M4 upon M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4 into total force F, that is 3 upon 4 F. So this is M1. Similarly, T2 would be M3 plus M4 into F upon sigma M, means the summation of all the 4 masses, that is 1 by 2 F, right? And finally, T3 is equal to M4 F upon sigma M, that is T3 is equal to 1 upon 4 F. So finally, we can say T1, T2 and T3 as per the option is this one, C option is correct. So this is the final answer. Okay, now see the next problem. Now in this next problem, a box of mass 8 kg, you can say, is placed on a rough inclined plane of inclination 30 degree. Its downward motion can be prevented by applying a horizontal force F. Then value of F for which the friction between the block and the inclined surface is minimum is how to calculate this. Now first you have to draw the diagram for this, because before without drawing the diagram you cannot solve this problem. So let us see the diagram is like this: 30 degree inclination as per the given requirement of the problem. Okay, this is a block and which is experiencing normal force, all that regular forces. This is F, this is mg, this is mg sin theta and F cos theta. I think it is clearly understood to all of you. Now for friction to be minimum, how to calculate? F cos theta is equal to mg sin theta, isn't it? Because force balance equation. So that would get you the value of F is equal to mg tan theta, means 8 into 10 is to 8 kg mass is there. G की वैल्यू है यहाँ पर 10 and 10 30. So that gives me 80 upon root 3. So the final answer is 80 upon root 3, means this option is correct. Option A is correct, right? Now friends, look at this problem which is having two masses with this swing. Means the question is like this: two masses 10 kg and 20 kg respectively are connected by a massless spring as shown in the figure. A force of 200 Newton acts on the 20 kilogram mass. At the instant shown in the figure, the 10 kg mass has acceleration of 12 meter per second square. The value of acceleration of 20 kg mass is. Now how to solve this problem? तो इसमें देखिए different problems are given. Now A2 is to be calculated. Okay, M1 is given. M1 is 10 kg. Say M2 20 kg. There are two masses. F2 is given as 200 Newton and A1 is given as 12 meter per second. You have to calculate the value of A2. So for simple case, this is F1 for mass M1. F1 is equal to M1 into A1, means 10 into 12, that is 120 Newton. Clear as per this diagram. Now second is for mass M2, that is F2 minus F1, which is equal to M2 into A2, right? Now the value, you just put the values of F2 and F1, means 200 minus 120 is equal to 20 into A2. For the help of this equation, you can calculate the value of A2, which is calculated to be 4 meter per second. So this is the answer, which is A. Option A is correct, right? Next question is: a rigid ball of mass M strikes a rigid ball of 60 degree, right, and gets reflected without loss of speed as shown in the figure. The value of impulse imparted by the wall on the ball will be. Now how to solve this problem? Let us see. Now friends, you can easily observe from this particular diagram that the impulse is imparted due to the change in perpendicular components of movement of ball, isn't it? Now how to find out further momentum? Now see this. J is delta P, which is change in momentum. That is final momentum minus initial momentum means m into Vf minus m into Vi. So this is nothing but mb into cos 60 minus mb cos 60, because the wall will be reverted back. So that this horizontal velocity would be reverted. So this is minus with minus sign. Okay. Now if you solve this m into v with twice into cos 60, that means finally you are getting the value of mb, which is the answer. So in this case, A is the correct answer. Okay. Now friends, see the next question. A body of mass 40 kg resting on rough horizontal surface is subjected to a force P, which is just enough to start the motion of the body. If mu is equal to 0.5, mu s means static coefficient of friction, and this is kinetic coefficient of friction, that is mu k is equal to 0.4. G is given as 10 meter per second square, and the force P is continuously applied on the body. Then what is the acceleration of the body? So you can simply solve this problem using the simple concept of how to solve. It means force, the power, basically the force, you can say force is nothing but the mm, which is mu into mg, like this. So force P is equal to Fm, which is equal to mu s into mg, because this is static coefficient of friction when body is at rest. Then when body starts moving, then P minus Fk is equal to ma, isn't it? Now using these two equations, you can say mu s into mg minus mu k into mg is equal to a, right? Now again using this equation, you can find out the expression for a, which is mu s minus mu k into g, right? Now put the values of mu s and mu k from the given problem, that is 0.5 in minus 0.4 into 10. So finally the answer comes out to be 1 meter per second square. So you can easily refer to this. Okay, the B section. So this is the final answer. Okay, next problem. A balloon of mass 10 kg is raising up with an acceleration of 20 meter per second square. If a mass of 4 kg is removed from the balloon, its acceleration becomes. So you have to take the g value as 10 meter per second. Now how to calculate this? So you can assume the forward or upward force F. Then you can say this F minus mg is equal to ma. Okay. Now F minus, put the values of m and g, all this in this particular expression. F minus 10 into 10 is equal to 10 into 20, means F minus 200 is equal to 200. Finally you can say F is equal to 300. So this is one part. Okay. Second part is how to calculate when, means if again he's saying if 4 kg is removed, then if 4 kg is removed, then what is the weight of the balloon? Means when 4 kg is removed, the weight of the balloon would be 6 into 10, means 60 Newton. Okay. No, so you can say F minus 60 is equal to 6 into a, again the Newton's law of equation. You can finally say 300 minus 60, putting the values in this. F की जगह मैंने 300 रखा, 60, and this is 6 into a, means you can say 240 is equal to 6a, or finally a value comes out to be 40 meter per second square. So the answer is option number A. This is the final answer, right? So friend, this is the final solution for this particular question. Now see the next problem. Block B lying on a table weighs W. The coefficient of static friction between the block and the table is mu, right? This is given in the problem. Assume that the chord between B and the knot is horizontal. The maximum weight of the block A for which the system will be stationary is. Now see, this particular diagram can be converted into a simple free body diagram. How to draw the free body diagram? Just see this. This is the free body diagram for the given question. Okay, these are different forces. I mean, this is normal force. This is tension as per this, because this is creating a tension, this is string. So this T at any angle theta, there is having two components. One is T cos theta, another is T sin theta, like this. Okay, and this is the weight W dash, you can say, and this is the weight of this block B. Okay, now the question is, let the what is W dash? So let the weight of A be W dash from the free body diagram for the equilibrium of the system. How can we write the equation? So see how to write the equation. So T cos theta is equal to mu into n, which is mu into W as per this diagram. You can see easily T cos theta, your horizontal component. This is simply mu into n. Okay, which is also equal to mu into W. Now again the next question, next thing is how to write another equation, because we have to use two equations, because which is second equation is, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2, which is T sin theta is equal to W dash as per this diagram. Now if you are dividing these two equations, you are getting W dash is equal to mu into W into tan theta, right? Now this is the answer, right? Because in this question it is simply asking the maximum weight of the block A for the which the system will be stationary. So in this case, this is the answer, which is W dash. W dash means the option B is correct, right? Now see the next problem. Three blocks A, B and C of masses 4 kg, 2 kg and 1 kg respectively are in contact on a frictionless surface as shown. Mind you, if a force of 40 Newton is applied on the 4 kg block, then contact between A and B is. Now what is the force? Means basically contact, उसका मतलब ये है कि हमें force में calculate करना है. So this, how to solve this problem? See this one. How to calculate this? See, you just draw the free body diagram. This, okay, force is applied in this direction and the same direction is for acceleration also. Okay, now once you draw this, now calculate the total masses. So the total mass would be the sum of all the three masses, means 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7 kg. Okay, using Newton's law, F is equal to m into a. So you can say F is 14 and this is total mass 7. So you can calculate the value of acceleration as 2 meter per second square. Now once you calculate this 2 meter per second square, now actually you have to calculate between A and B. So first you have to draw the free body diagram for mass block A. So how to draw free body diagram of block A? Now see this. This is the FBD for 4 kg, which is mass A or block A. So in this case you can say the equation would be like this: F minus F dash is equal to 4a as per this diagram. So putting the values, you are getting F dash is equal to 14 minus 4 into 2, because A you have already calculated. F dash comes out to be 6 newtons. Okay, similarly you can say in this option would be B. Okay, so this is the final answer. So friends, this is the solution and the final answer is like this. Now the next problem is a bullet moving with a velocity of 30 root 2 meter per second is fired into a fixed target. It penetrated into the target to the extent of s meter, right? If the same bullet is fired into a target of thickness s by 2 meters and the same material with the same velocity, okay, there are three conditions: same material, same velocity, and the same bullet. Okay, there are three conditions which are same in all the two cases. Then the bullet comes out of the target with velocity is. Now see how to solve this problem. Now given basically u is equal to 30 root 2. So what we have to do, we have to just try to calculate the Newton's third law of motion. Okay, we have already said that is v square is equal to u square minus 2as kind of equation. From there you have to calculate the acceleration. So let us see how to calculate this. You can say this v square is equal to u square minus 2as. So v square is 0 because final velocity is 0. U is given as 30 root 2. Okay, so 30 root 2. So if you are making this as, so this is 900 into 2, okay, 30 root 2 whole square comes out to be 900 into 2 minus 2 into a into s. So means you can say a is equal to 900 upon s meter per second square. This is the acceleration. Okay, now for second condition, what we are getting, v square is equal to u square minus 2s. Again put the values and calculate the value, because in this case now s by 2, because same bullet is there, same material and same velocity. So you just calculate the second condition as per this equation. Now how to solve this further? You are getting the velocity of the bullet as v is equal to under root 900 means 30 meter per second. So the final answer is under root 30 meters per second. So this is the answer. Okay. Now the next problem is a system consists of three masses m1, m2 and m3 connected like this. Okay, in this diagram. So these three masses connected through a string which is passing over a pulley P. The mass m1 hangs freely and m2 and m3 are on a rough horizontal table. Okay. The coefficient of friction is mu given. Okay, the pulley is frictionless and the negligible mass. So that you have to calculate the downward acceleration of mass m1. So this is again a simple question but conceptual problem. Here we have to assume all the mass is equal. Let m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m3 is equal to say small m. So how to proceed with this problem? So for doing this problem, you have to draw the system of m2, m3 as a separate system and m1 is one system. Means ultimately you have to draw a simple free body diagram for this. So how to show this? This is the simple free body diagram for the given problem, in which I am showing m1, which is a single mass, and this m2 and m3 collectively show a single system of two masses. Okay, so in this simply now we have to show the different tensions. For example, this is T1 I am showing because the string is same, so this would also be T1, as I can mark here T1 because the string is same, and in between m and these two masses there are two different masses, so these tensions would be different. Okay, so let it be T2 and T3. Now simply for the first block we can write the equation like mg minus T1 is equal to m into a, simple. Okay, then for second and third block, as if I am assuming as a single system, then T1 minus 2 mu into mg is equal to 2m into a. Now you just solve these two. So after adding these two, you are getting mg into 1 minus 2 mu, that is 3m into a. अगर हम इन दोनों को ऐड कर देंगे तो इक्वेशन आ जाएगी. तो इससे आपकी a की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, a is equal to g by 3 1 minus 2 mu. So this is your final answer. So answer for this would be option C. Okay. Now see the next problem. Okay. Now see the next problem is like this: three identical blocks of masses m is equal to 2 kg are drawn by a force of 10.2 Newton on a frictionless surface. What is the tension in Newton in the string between the block B and C? तो block B और C के बीच में जो string है इसमें कितना tension होगा, you have to calculate. So this is again a simple problem. How to solve this problem? So for solving this problem, just see the free body diagram for this like this. Okay, between C and T there is a tension T. Okay, and between B and A another tension T1, and this is the force. Now you just say the simple thing. You just write the free body diagram equations for individual masses. For example, for body A, this F minus T1 is equal to MA, right? Simple. For body B, this is T1 minus T is equal to MA, and for body C, this is T is equal to MA. Now, if you are adding all these three, you are getting F is equal to 3 into M into A, so that A you are getting as 10.2 upon 3 into 2, because you are putting the value of F and M in this case. So you are getting the value of acceleration as 1.7 meter per second square. Now this is the acceleration. Now what we have to calculate? The tension. So using this acceleration, now you can find out the acceleration. How to find out the acceleration? Simply equation T is equal to M into A, because between B and C आपको tension calculate करना है, तो T is equal to nothing but M into A, जैसे हमने भी आपको बताया T is equal to M into A. So putting the values of this M and A, you are getting this answer as 3.4 Newton. So this is the final answer, and the option is 3.4, means this option C is correct. Okay, this option C is correct, right? Now next problem is a wooden block of mass 8 kg slides down an inclined plane of inclination 30 degree to the horizontal with constant acceleration, which is 0.4 meter per second square. The force of friction between the block and the inclined plane is. How to calculate? Now see, g की वैल्यू हमको 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर लेना है. ओके, तो हमें इसमें कलेक्ट करना है. तो फॉर सॉल्विंग अगेन दिस प्रॉब्लम यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम. तो फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम देखिए कैसे बनेगा. हाउ टू ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम. आई ऑलरेडी ड्रॉन दिस लाइक दिस. Okay, this is a free body diagram with theta inclination given as 30 degree, and these are the regular forces which we have been discussing for long. This is for friction force, this is mg cos theta, this is ma in the direction of the movement, means this is the force. Okay, and mg cos theta and mg sin theta. So using this particular free body diagram, you can now write down the equation, which is mg sin theta minus f is equal to ma. Okay, and another is mg sin theta minus ma into f. If you are writing in this fashion, so you are getting the value of friction. Okay, so this 8 into 10 into sin 30 minus 8 into 0.4 is equal to small f, or finally you are getting f is equal to 36.8. So we can say the force of friction between the block and inclined plane is nothing but 36.8 Newton. So this answer option C is correct, right? फ्रेंड्स, उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको समझ में आ रही हूँ चीज़ें, मैंने सिंपल करके समझाने की कोशिश की है. तो अगले प्रॉब्लम को पढ़ते हैं. लेट अस सी नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. अ बलून स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम रेस्ट ascends vertically with uniform acceleration to a height of 100 meter in 10 seconds. The force on the bottom of the balloon by mass of 50 kg is, see, take g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Now how to solve this problem? Because in this case height is given as 100 meter and time is 10 seconds. Okay, so using this simply you can calculate the value using equation of motion like this. Okay, h is equal to 1 by 2 into 80 square. Okay, now this formula would get you the value of acceleration like this. A is equal to 2h upon t square. इसमें वैल्यूज रख दीजिए. 2 into h is 100 and t is 10 square means this is 2 meter per second. So the value of acceleration in this comes out to be 2 meter per second square. Now this is one thing. Second thing is how to calculate the force. Okay, because इसमें force आपको calculate करना है. तो force is nothing but basically यहाँ पर force क्या होगा? m into g plus a. Okay, तो m into g plus a, because in this case balloon starting from the rest ascends vertically with the यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलेरेशन. तो इस केस में f इक्वल टू m टू g प्लस होगा, क्योंकि वैल्यू हमारे ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट जा रहा है. तो मास की वैल्यू रख दीजिए m इक्वल टू 50 एंड g एंड a वैल्यूज एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. दिस कम्स आउट टू बी 600 न्यूटन. तो इन दिस केस द आंसर वुड बी 600 न्यूटन. ओके फ्रेंड्स, so this option C is correct. Now the next problem is a 3 kg block is placed over a 10 kg block and both are placed on a smooth horizontal surface. The coefficient of friction between the blocks is 0.2 if a horizontal force of 20 Newton is applied to 3 kg block. Okay, acceleration of the two blocks इन मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर आर. अब आपको दोनों निकालने हैं इसमें. ओके, जी की वैल्यू 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर लेनी है. देखिए आपके पास यहाँ पर ये ऑलरेडी डायग्राम बना हुआ है. ओके, तो यहाँ पर हम देखिए एक फॉर्मूला हम जो सिंपल यूज करते आ रहे हैं. देखिए हम कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं? ये जो फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं ना, एफ माइनस एफ इज इक्वल टू एम इंटू ए. तो हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस? लेट अस सी. ये हमने देखिए यहाँ फॉर्मूला लिखा. तो स्मॉल बॉडी के लिए मतलब ये छोटी वाली जो बॉडी है जिसके लिए एक्सेलेरेशन क्या होगा? A1 क्या होगा? एफ माइनस स्मॉल एफ अपॉन 3. तो दिस इज एफ विच इज कैपिटल एफ 20 and this is f which is mu into m into g. Mu is 0.8. this is mu into m into g. mu into m into g. ओके, g की वैल्यू 10 है और छोटे m की वैल्यू मतलब 3 है. तो mu की वैल्यू यहाँ पर दे रखी है. यहाँ देखिए यहाँ पर लिखी हुई है 0.2. इसमें वैल्यूज पुट करेंगे, उसको प्रॉपर तरीके से करेंगे तो एक्सेलेरेशन की वैल्यू आ जाएगी दोस्तों. A1 comes out to be 14 by 3 meter per second square. Now this is A1. Now similarly you can calculate the value. Okay, again using the expression like this, mu into m into g is equal to 10 into A2, because for second this mass is 10, g would be same as 10 and coefficient friction would also be same. So again putting the same values you are getting A2 is equal to 6 by 10 which is 0.6. So in this case the option would be nothing but D. Sorry, D. Yes, this one, 14 by 3 and 0.6. So this is the answer for our problem. Now next question is a 60 kg person is weighed by a balance as 54 kg in a lift which is accelerated downwards. The acceleration of the lift is, अब देखिए जब लिफ्ट नीचे जाती है मैंने आपको बताया था तो इफेक्टिव वेट कम हो जाता है. नाउ उसमें उसका वेट 60 kg वाले का वेट जो है 54 kg है. नाउ हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम? ओके, तो इन ऑर्डर टू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम यू हैव टू राइट द इफेक्टिव मास इनटू g which is equal to simply the difference of the टू एक्सेलेरेशन मींस इफेक्टिव मास इनटू जी इक्वल टू एम इनटू जी माइनस ए. हम इसको ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. तो इसमें ये आ जाएगा जी अपॉन जी माइनस ए इक्वल टू एम अपॉन एम इफेक्टिव. नाउ पुटिंग द वैल्यूज जी अपॉन जी माइनस ए इक्वल टू 60 अपॉन 54, बिकॉज यहाँ पर इफेक्टिव मास कितना है? यहाँ पर 54 है एंड एक्चुअल मास उसका 60 है. तो हम यहाँ पर वैल्यूज पुट करेंगे. इफ यू आर जस्ट सॉल्विंग दिस इक्वेशन यू आर गेटिंग ए इक्वल टू 0.98 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. तो दिस इज योर फाइनल आंसर व्हिच इज डी ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट. नाउ द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम इज सी दिस वन. A lift starting from rest with a constant upward acceleration, right, moves 1.5 meter in 0.4 second. If a person standing in the lift holds a packet of 2 kg by a string, then the tension in the string due to motion is. देखिए बिल्कुल सिंपल और फंडामेंटल क्वेश्चन और सारे आपके नीट या सारे मेडिकल एंट्रेंस में आए हुए क्वेश्चंस हैं. ओके, तो मैं इनको बहुत सिंपल भाषा में आपको समझाने की कोशिश करता हूँ. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस प्रॉब्लम आल्सो. इन दिस व्हाट वी हैव टू डू? ओके, सिंपल. u की वैल्यू 0 यहाँ पर, s is 1.5 meter and t is equal to 0.4 second. Now using again second equation of motion means s is equal to ut plus half at square. If you are using this equation, what we are getting? You are getting the value of acceleration. How? s की जगह 1.5 रखिए, u is 0. Okay, and putting other values means t is equal to 0.4. So you are getting final value of this acceleration that is 18.75. अगर आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो 18.75 आ जाएगा. अब इसका यूज करके because the string is moving upwards with the acceleration, so you can say tension in the इसमें स्ट्रिंग विल बी एम इंटू जी प्लस ए, क्योंकि अगर उसके हम एक्सेलेरेशन के ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट जा रहे हैं तो यू आर गेटिंग द इफेक्टिव एक्सेलेरेशन जी प्लस ए. ओके, इंटू एम. तो दिस इज सिंपली 2 इंटू, बिकॉज द पैकेट वेट इज 2 kg, तो 2 into 9.8 because value of g I am using as because it is not given the problem, so I am assuming actual value of g which is 9.8 plus 18.75 as per our first answer. Okay, so this gives me the value of 57.1 न्यूटन. तो आंसर इन दिस केस वुड बी 57.1 न्यूटन. तो दोस्तों ये था आपका नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अब देख लेते हैं अगला क्वेश्चन. अ बॉडी ऑफ मास 0.25 kg इज प्रोजेक्टेड विद मजल वेलोसिटी ऑफ 100 मीटर पर सेकंड फ्रॉम अ टैंक ऑफ मास 100 kg. ओके, व्हाट इज रिकॉइल वेलोसिटी ऑफ द टैंक? अब देखिए इसको किस तरीके से करेंगे. तो जस्ट सी दिस इन दिस केस हाउ टू कैलकुलेट दिस प्रॉब्लम. सिंपल थिंग इज यूजिंग लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मोमेंटम. यहाँ पर आपको केवल एक लॉ लगाना है, सिंपल कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मोमेंटम. तो इसमें क्या हुआ? कंजर्वेशन मूवमेंट का मतलब है कि उसके पहले और बाद का मूवमेंट, मतलब कोलाइड के बाद का मूवमेंट और पहले का मूवमेंट सेम रहता है। तो m1 v1 इक्वल टू m2 v2, m1 v1 का होगा 100 इंटू v इक्वल टू 0.25 इंटू 100, क्योंकि आप देखिए यहाँ पर 2.25 kg इसका वेट है और वेलोसिटी इतनी है, और ये 100 kg का, उसकी वेलोसिटी पूछिए, तो यू आर जस्ट पुटिंग द वैल्यू और यू आर गेटिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ v as 0.25 मीटर पर सेकंड। ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम। नाउ दिस इज द आंसर। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट टुडेज वीडियो। दोस्तों, आपको वीडियो कैसा लगा, प्लीज कमेंट अबाउट माई वीडियो एंड वी शैल डिस्कस more problems in coming lectures. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. आप लोगों का दिन शुभ हो, शुभ रात्रि, जय श्री सीताराम जी।